Building a studio. The game plan for my studio is to have 3 separate rooms: a studio, a storage room, and an isolation booth. The following dimensions are what I consider to be the most appropriate for each room. However, I also calculated the potential by increasing the size of each room by 24%. In addition, I minimized that space by 1/3 to show you exactly why the amount of space I allotted is appropriate. Other dimensions to keep in mind include the door and window sizes. The studio is the largest of all 3 rooms because it requires the most equipment and will have a larger occupancy than the other rooms. This room is primarily where artists will perform and showcase their talent. Room 2, or the storage closet, is the smallest of the 3 rooms because it is only used to station equipment that is not in use. Last but not least, the isolation booth is the second largest room. It will contain both the engineers and their operating councils to record what's happening inside the studio. To paint my studio, I calculated that I would need approximately 2 gallons of paint. The total cost of materials needed came out to $6,310. This includes doors, windows, flooring, lights, and shelving. To furnish my studio, I calculated a total cost of $2,170. Furnishings included items such as couches, tables, chairs, and so forth. The equipment needed is the most expensive aspect apart from the construction and labor of my studio. This aspect alone is an estimated $27,400. This includes the equipment for lights, sound, and other business operations. Last but not least is the construction and labor. The calculated cost of this came out to $75,500. In total, building my studio is $111,450. I am rounding this total up to $115,000, just to be safe. So, you're probably asking, why fund me? Well, with my studio, I plan to provide my customers with lower rates and great quality. This will not only bring in revenue, but also help me pay back your investment within 5 years. So, what do you say?